Now I think there's one boss we fight where it's like a big boo, and when you defeat it, you get like 15 boos on your count, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to get 50 individual ones. It's kind of more like 35.
Yeah. So now the new gimmick here is that now the Game Boy Horror has become a radar for boos. So now that whenever your light bulb on your Game Boy Horror turns red, it means you're getting close to something that's round, though.
What if, Professor Egad screwed up, and instead of making a boo radar, he made, like, a boob radar? And, like, Luigi, he's like...
Yeah, he goes up to Princess Peach, and it's like the Game Boy Horror is, like, flashing red.
Yeah.
I found a boo!
And he goes to Birdo, and and the radar just doesn't know what to do. Hump the chest? The chest didn't... Or that bookcase didn't like you humping it.
So in this gimmick here, you have to suck up like 5 boos, I think, in order to get to the next room that has the key, I think.
Well, we go to all the rooms we've already been to, pretty much, right?
Yeah, basically you're going back to all the rooms.
And I don't have to do that part. Cool.
So, useless trivia about the beta version of this game. Originally there was going to be a time limit, and there was going to be an actual clock in the actual game, and what you had to do was, the whole game was supposed to take place in one night. And if you didn't beat the game until the sun was risen or something like that, Luigi would be transported into the ghost dimension. Like, the mansion itself would disappear into the ghost dimension with Luigi inside it, and then Luigi would become a ghost himself.
Unless he plays the Song of Time right before the, end of the day, or the night.
And I didn't even use the radar for that.
You just went and humped the closet?
Yeah. And he's like, oh, why is this Italian molesting me?
It's like, you go and you hump a piece of furniture and something white comes out.
Yeah. Now, another piece of useless trivia about the beta version is that sometimes your radar wouldn't work for boos. It would only work for random ghosts. But if you stood in a dark hallway or something, your radar would be flashing a lot. And if a ghost came out and scared you, Luigi would be crawling on the ground on his butt,
like a dog.
And he would be screaming a lot, and you had to do that, and it was like that for a few seconds until you got to stand up. But however, this was removed from the actual game, from the finished product.
Yeah. So you think this game would have sold this is one of the GameCube games that sold the most copies, right?
No, actually, I think Super Mario Sunshine was the best-selling game on the GameCube.
It still sold quite a few, I think.
Yeah, it sold pretty well.
But do you think it would have sold better if they would have called it Mario is Missing 2?
No. Okay, one more boo, and then I have to go to the next room that has a key. Now, fun fact, if you're low on health, and when you start crying out for Mario, Luigi's voice will be more terrified and more cracked and high-pitched, because he's terrified.
Yeah, you hump that mirror. I love how they all have, pun names.
Yeah. So, I guess before we go to the next room, just so we don't have to do a whole lot of backtracking, I'll go to the baby room and get that one ghost, because... otherwise, if I don't get it, then we're going to have to do a whole bunch of running around the mansion and getting it, so just to get that done and out of the way.
You can is that the last room we have to visit, of all the ones that we've already gone to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why, and there's also a giant heart in here, that's where I would always go.
Oh yeah, before you fight the boss.
Yeah. Whenever I had to go fight Bowser, I would always come here, or something, I don't remember. But I remember there was, a lot of stuff here. No, I didn't mean to walk out. Ah.
Talk about being a total screw-up.
And whenever that boo laughs, it means it's changed position.
So, if Luigi was one of the Ghostbusters, which one do you think he'd be? Would he be the nerd, the black guy that wasn't in any of the video games, or would he be Bill Murray?
I have no idea.
Or Dan Aykroyd.
I haven't seen Ghostbusters in a long time.
It's like Ninja Turtles, though. I think everybody at some point has watched it.
Yeah.
And by Ninja Turtles, I mean the cartoon, not the movies.
Yeah. Was I just knocking on air?
Yeah.
That was a bit of a glitch. So now we have to go to the second bathroom. And this next bathroom is more... It's more dirty and it's a bit more, like, shitty looking, but
Is it the one where you find Mario's hat?
No. That'd be funny if you found Mario's hat out of the toilet.
Oh yeah, it's in the toilet that the key pops out though, right?
Yeah. But I was just saying, that'd be funny if you found Mario's hat inside the toilet. I dropped a really important thing into the toilet. I didn't mean to. Don't worry about it.
It's kind of funny that, like, Toad actually uses the toilet. Like, I think Toad's small enough he could actually fall into the toilet and get, like, flushed down it.
Hey, you're right. No point in crying over spilt milk that I just dropped in the toilet. So what were you doing? Were you drinking milk while taking a dump?
I want that milk back, man. Come on, Luigi, suck it up. Suck it up with the vacuum. And all the ghosts in the vacuum are like...
I'll just flush that all worried down the way. I hope you don't, because there's a key down there, and I need that key, so if you flush the toilet, there's no way I can get that key back, unless if I go down into the septic tank.
It'd be funny, though, if you, like, suck up the toilet and the ghosts in the vacuum are like, no, 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 no! Did you just hump a toilet?
Yeah. But wouldn't it suck if Toad actually did flush the toilet with the key in it, and you had to go inside the septic tank and suck up ghosts in there?
Okay, now, most of the rooms, once you get a key, you also have to get a boo, right?
Yeah.
So...
Oh, actually, is there a boo in that other room? Sorry, in that bathroom?
I'll check.
Go back there.
This one, I think?
Yeah. No, it's neutral, so never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, mice can actually hurt you, believe it or not, which is kind of stupid.
Luigi's kind of a pussy in this game. We're in
the fortune teller room. Yeah. And I believe you're going to get the fire medallion.
Now, you can't defeat her until you get all of Mario's clues.
Yeah.
So...
I think maybe it would be best to talk to her, though, first. So, you just shine your light on the ball, and while standing on the right side or left side, it doesn't really matter.
I think it was here, maybe.
You just have to shine the light until it starts shining a bit. Okay.
Oh wait, you can use the C stick, that's easier. There we go.
You know what? I never actually talked to her from the front side. I've always talked to her on the right side of the chair.
Huh. Okay.
So you gotta go find pieces of Mario's clothing. So like pants, underwear, condoms. You get the idea.
Is this where I have to use the mirror to find them?
Yeah.
Ah, god damn it.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually one of my favorite games on the Gamecube, and I'm actually really enjoying this Let's Play.
I really suck at this. It's gonna take a while to get the timing back.
You know, why doesn't if the ghosts really want to attack Luigi, why don't they just appear right beside him, like that, and then attack him? Like, why do they have to, like, appear, like, so far away?
I like having the hearts of my enemies, and they make me stronger and give me courage. And I'm not talking about in the video games, I'm talking about in real life.
Oh.
Like, if I kill a homeless guy, I'm taking his heart.
Wasn't there an episode in Futurama where the professor is like, okay, Fry, remember, in order to gain courage in the war, you have to drink human blood. It gives you courage, or something like that.
Am I not shining the light in them long enough or something? Why do they keep disappearing?
You know, here's what doesn't make any sense. Why doesn't Luigi just shine the light in the mirror, and then the light bounces back off the mirror, and then hits the ghosts, and then, like, just using the reflection?
Yeah, you like it like that, don't you?
So you're just sucking them up?
Yeah. Hey, don't molest me. Bad touch, bad touch. This game needs Sonic the Hedgehog to teach the ghosts a lesson about inappropriate touching.
Yeah.
Should I get the boo first, I guess?
Yeah, you go do that. It's a boo ball.
a booze balls.
It's in that candle.
Kung Boo?
Yeah.
Come on.
And one thing I can say about sucking booze is that...
You like to suck booze?
Well, no, I was just about to say, one thing about sucking booze is if you take too long by sucking them up, sometimes they'll go into another room, and it can be really annoying if they move into a room that you've never accessed before, so...
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn.
Yay, fire.
Ben drowned.
So what is he doing down there?
Yeah. Did you ever notice that when he's talking, it's like he's talking like he's talking like gibberish. It sounds like Asian gibberish.
Well, I know that in games like Banjo-Kazooie, the characters were talking in gibberish.
Yeah. No, does he sound like it's clearly not a language or anything, but does it almost sound Asian to you?
It kind of does.
Notice
how a lot of the characters in Super Mario Sunshine would talk in gibberish?
Yeah. So, is the next portrait ghost the really fat one?
I believe so.
Cool, we get to kill Fat Boy.
Or actually, no, it's not. Next, we have to go visit the butler.
Oh yeah, the butler, and you have to lead him to like the laundry room.
But first, we have to do this. Hang on.
That'd be so awesome if you had a vacuum in real life and you could turn it into a flamethrower. It could be both a vacuum and a flamethrower.
Yeah, people say Call of Duty is awesome because it's got a flamethrower. Luigi's Mansion had a flamethrower before Call of Duty. But I guess Contra did it first, but yeah.
Oh, way to take my turn again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, do you want to grab all that money that I got a whole bunch of money for you.
I hate you.
Well, look on the bright side. I got you all that money for you.
Is this where I have to go find the butler and then lead him to that?
Yeah, there's a candle. There's a floating candle in the hallway somewhere.
Ah, leave me alone.
And then you just have to follow him.
But we all know where he's going, because when I get scared and run away, I go to the laundry room. Look at how friggin' terrified he is. Like, oh my god, fire! Like, why don't you just drop the candle that you're holding?
Well, then he would light the whole. Then he would light the whole mansion on fire. Actually, wouldn't it be funny if, like, in Luigi's Mansion, like, you're using a flamethrower to just light a candle or something, and all of a sudden you light the whole friggin' mansion on fire, and everybody in the building dies, including
like, and
Luigi
how
and
can the
Mario.
ghost actually physically hold the candle?
Yeah.
So now he's gonna sit down because he's tired of being...
Well, no, that's in the next room. That's the room down there.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's gonna move down.
Yeah.
Now, there's actually a secret room, but when you fight this boss, I'll show you the secret room. So what was he doing there? He was just sitting there going...
It's like he was so scared, but then he like got exhausted because he was freaking out so much.
And then he was just being happy and singing intense.
But it's like he had to take a break because that's how exhausted it made him. Like
overreacting or
he's
something.
definitely an American. No offense to our American viewers. Pump the chest. Get the key.
Okay, can I show you a secret room?
Yeah, it's your turn now.
So now we get to go to Melody's room.
The laundry room, there's a Mario hat in it?
Yeah.
Right?
Let me grab the Boo first. Boo ball. Actually, I could use some more fire. Notice how all of them just open up, all because Luigi humped it.
It's like, what? No, not like this, not like this.
I just wanted to suck him up to get him out of my life. Oh, you bastard. Alright, let's go to the secret room.
Well, we're gonna have to get him later, I take it?
Yeah, we'll get him later because he went into a room that I can't access yet.
What the hell?
Alright, so this is a room that's got a whole bunch of treasure in it.
Did you hump the floor and that made money come out of the chest?
Well, I found it funny that sometimes when you open, like when you hump the cabinets and whatever, like all the doors just fly open like it's Paranormal Activity 2.
What did you think of that movie?
I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Like, I've never seen any of the other ones, but, like, the only Paranormal Activity movie I've seen was the second one, and I absolutely hated it.
I think it'd be scary if you're the kind of person that gets scared by the Twilight movies, maybe.
Yeah. So these guys right here, in case if you don't know, they had, like, an ice power-up inside them, and you have to use the flame power to kill them.
How can you kill something that's already dead?
Well, like, I mean, just look at Freddy and Ben.
Yeah.
It's like, now, I'm just wondering, if the only way you can access this room is by, like, somehow trying to squeeze yourself through a mouse hole, how are you supposed, like, what's the point of this room anyway? How is anybody supposed to get in here? Like, wouldn't it be better just to create a bank account?
Yeah, I guess maybe the ghosts died before banks existed or something, or before banks
But, I mean, like, when they were still alive and when they were building this mansion, like, how are you supposed to actually physically access this room if there's no doors and the only way you can access it?
I got it. The ghosts died during the Great Depression when people stopped trusting banks. That's what happened.
Makes sense. And that little sprite that was in the Game Boy Horror was actually the Super Mario All-Stars version of Super Mario Bros. 1 of Luigi. I know, I'm a bit of a nerd. And by the way, I just noticed this. Who are these people in these paintings right here? Like, they look very realistic, don't you think?
Use the Game Boy Horror and take a look for a sec.
Yeah,
that's kind of scary.
I'm quite taken with this. Yeah,
that's like Luigi talk for I'm gonna jerk off to that later.
it's like he takes the whole freaking painting with him. I'm gonna take this home and jerk off, and he does
he just takes it into the bathroom.
Oh, like you mean the bathroom where Toad is in?
Yeah, and
just
Toad's
jerks
still
off.
there.
If you look closely, you can tell this is really just a photograph. No shit.
It's like Luigi. The next Luigi game is Luigi goes to an art gallery, and Luigi's like, you can tell this is just a photograph.
No. Ah.
Normally it's me that does that. So
okay, why is my radar still going?
Does it stay in the room it moved to until you go there, or will it keep moving around?
Well, hang on, what was that you said?
Okay, well, obviously it went to the room to the north, right?
Yeah.
Will it stay there until you go into that room?
Yeah, it'll stay there.
Okay.
So that was pretty drug-induced, that room that we just visited. But I just wanted to show the viewers that. Well, actually,
Mario's hat?
Oh yeah, let's go get Mario's hat. Hang on. Purple Puncher.
That sounds like a energy drink flavor.
That heart went up my bum.
No, bad touch, bad touch!
It looked like it was face palming or something.
So what's your favorite face palm picture?
I have no idea. There's a whole bunch of them that I just can't think of one.
You know what I'm gonna have to say?
There's one from Star Trek, isn't there?
That's what I was gonna say, Captain Picard.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that Star Trek one was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's Captain Picard. Good old Jean-Luc Picard. Proof that not all French people suck. Just most of us.
Money!
If you let 3 in a row go, that would be hilarious.
Oh, I sucked him up just right before he escaped. Mario's hat.
Pump it right out of that washing machine.
You know, here's my prediction.
Did he just stick it in his butt?
Yeah. Okay, here's my prediction, like, on why Mario's hat is in the washing machine. You see, when Mario is entering Luigi's mansion, one of those crows that you saw in the intro.
Controller?
Oh yeah.
What room are we going to?
Melody's room.
Where is that?
Sorry about that. I keep on getting sidetracked, but the reason why that hat was in the washing machine was because a bird came along and pooped on Mario's hat, and that's why Mario had to go to the laundry room and to put that hat in.
A ghost bird pooped on Mario.
Yeah.
Is this she's the one playing the piano?
Yeah.
Alright.
Now, this may sound kind of pathetic, but when I was looking up Luigi's Mansion music, I found, like, the Luigi's Mansion theme of, like, the Luigi's Mansion version of the Super Mario Brothers theme, and this is the music that you have to play in this particular room. And there was all these YouTube comments saying, like, you know, like, how people had, like, a crush on Melody, the ghost.
Yeah. I'd do her. But then again, I'm really desperate. Now, she plays the air platform theme for Mario 3.
Well, sometimes it's random.
Yeah. But that's the...
athletic theme in Mario 3.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's underwater theme in Super Mario Bros. 1 or something, or sometimes it's Super Mario World or something, I'm not sure. So Mario 3. Mario 3. Actually, you know what? Super Mario... not Super Mario, but the original Mario didn't really have much of a soundtrack. It was doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and then the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Actually, wouldn't it be funny if one of the options was Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario 3D
a game that wasn't... or a game that wasn't out yet. If that's like... If that's like... You know the thing where Pixar... They always introduce a character that's going to be in their next movie, like it's secretly hidden.
Yeah.
It would be funny if like they did that with Nintendo, if like they started referencing games that didn't exist yet.
It would have been funny if like, you know, if Melody was playing like Super Mario 3D Land or something. You know how that song goes, right?
Yeah. Come on, where? I keep humping this chair. Where is it?
It's in the drum.
Oh, the drum. Ah.
Hump the drum.
I'm gonna hump them into playing music. Oh, that's such a bad pun. Ah, damn it. At least it went back in here.
Yeah.
I kind of suck at the booze, I'm not gonna lie. Come on. What the help?
What the help? So notice how your heart meter kind of looks like a heart container from Zelda?
I keep getting the inverted controls backwards, like for the C stick.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're gonna die. Dirty son of a gun. Because I'm PG-13-ish.
But in your movie reviews, you're not.
No. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've said every swear word in the course of all of our Let's Plays.
Yeah.
But if you don't like it, you can go straight to help.
Yeah.
The YouTube help page, and you can report us. Where are we supposed to go?
We're supposed to go to the fat man's place.
We get to go visit...
Okay, I'm sorry, but I just saw this. What the hell?
Who has a picture of that?
I wanted to see that. Weird.
That's all he could think of.
Weird. Weird. Is that all he can comment on? If only there were a couple of cookies or something.
Oh, come on. You fat bastard.
So he's looking at a flower pot and he's like, I wonder if there were cookies in here. That's so random.
Is he like pregnant or something? Is
No,
he like Bella from Twilight?
No, he's like Fat Mario.
Yeah.
What would happen if Edward from Twilight was really fat and obese?
Yeah.
And he had
I don't
to take
think Bella would be attractive.
And then he had to like take off his shirt, and there's like honey syrup like dripping down his belly or
Okay.
something.
And that's why he's all sparkly.
And there's sparkles coming off of his beer belly and stuff.
Okay, changing the topics.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, of all the like canceled video games, which one has disappointed you the most that it's like ended up being canceled?
Out of all the canceled video games that has disappointed me, I'm gonna have to say the most canceled video games probably Mega Man Universe. I mean, that I know a lot of people would say Mega Man Legends 3, but for me, I'm gonna say Mega Man Universe. That game was canceled and it disappointed me a lot. Yeah. And like I said, I was really disappointed that Nintendo never released Disaster Day of Crisis to the North American public.
Yeah, I'd have to say for me, I'm a big Star Wars nerd, so I'm going to have to say Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 3, and I do not count Star Wars The Old Republic as the third in the series. Mm-hmm. But I hope they eventually make another Knights of the Old Republic game. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, like George Lucas, like if you want to actually be cool again, because you did used to be cool, So fun fact, this ghost right here is actually former Vancouver Canuck Kyle Wellwood, who currently plays for the Winnipeg Jets.
Really?
Yeah.
So did he die from a heart attack or something? Because according to the Game Boy Horror, that's how he died. He actually died because he ate so much food and he had like his arteries clogged and stuff. I'm not kidding. That's actually that's literally how he died in the actual game. I'm not making that up.
It'd be funny if they had like some that died like really like of really grisly stuff. Like, you know, if they had like one that was like an emo and it like cut herself.
Or what about a guy who just did a whole bunch of homework and then he like died because like he had to do all this schoolwork and
like,
stuff?
What if there's like a junkie ghost and it like
he did too much drugs?
Yeah, it's like died from a heroin overdose. He thought the heroin was cocaine, so he snorted it.
One of the portrait ghosts is a drug addict.
Yeah. It's like one of them got into like a pimp war or something, or like a gang war, and like got shot like in New York in Central Park. Because they are from like Brooklyn, I think, Mario and Luigi.
Yeah. Not according to the newer Nintendo games, because, you know, Nintendo sucks, and nowadays, well, okay, that's kind of harsh, but it's just they never, like, in the newer Mario games, they never bother to mention that Mario and Luigi are from, like, you know, America or whatever.
Yeah, they're like Italian-American. Well, there's no continuity. But I don't think Mario games have ever given a crap about story. Like, it's more like the Zelda games kind of do, but...
Well, let's put it this way: the Zelda games never really gave too much of a shit about their timeline and stuff.
Though Shigeru Miyamoto has actually said that there is one.
Yeah, and Nintendo just recently released a book that shows the actual timeline of Zelda and how it's chronologically ordered and stuff.
Personally, at one point I actually did give a crap about the Zelda timeline, but then I realized it's funner to just play the games and ignore the story, because... Yeah. You know, in my opinion, most of the Zelda games, they're just fine as like standalone games. Like, you don't, it's not like you really need to have played one to play another.
By the way, it's still not your turn yet because I didn't get a key. It was just that Tress just had a whole bunch of money. I'm gonna suck a frying pan into the vacuum. Does that make any sense? And wouldn't the whole house burn down?
Yeah. Can you imagine that ghost? He's like, I'm gonna wait in the oven until someone opens it up just to scare the crap out of them. There's like probably gonna be some woman that opens it up.
I found a Chaos Emerald. So does Luigi become Super Luigi like in Sonic?
Yeah.
And he becomes all yellow and stuff, and he's like covered in piss. Because that's literally what Super Sonic is. He's literally just covered in piss.
A yellow hedgehog.
He's like Sonic Chew.
So what do you think? Like, Waluigi is kind of like Shadow the Hedgehog?
Kind of, except more gay, pimp-looking, but yeah.
I don't know, I know everyone hates Waluigi, but I think he's just too hilarious to not be awesome. Like, he's like the most pointless video game character ever created, but I gotta admit, I friggin' love him. I always play as him in Mario Party 3.
Yeah. And why did Nintendo make a game about Tingle? Like, somebody please tell me. Like I'm glad that it was never released in North America, but like, for the love of God, Nintendo and Shigeru Miyamoto, why? Why would you make a game about like the most gayest Zelda character ever?
If we ever found that game, we should do a let's play of it.
Actually, from what I've heard, according to the back of the box, it says that it has sexual content in it.
It's like full frontal nudity from Tingle. You get to see his Tingler. I wouldn't ever recommend humping an oven to anyone watching this.
Yeah, like it's like sticking it. Like, does Luigi just unzip his fly and stick his penis in it?
I guess. Like, you're gonna get some pretty serious burns. Like, I know I mentioned the humping a lot, but damn it, they could have done a better job of making it look like he was doing something other than humping. Like.
Now the reason why I'm going back is just to get that one boo.
Yeah, no, it's good to not let there be let it all get really backed up.
Yeah.
If we were like Asian or something, we'd probably never let them get away, but we're not that amazing at this game.
Like, sometimes I play Mario Kart 7 online, and I, like, just play in a server full of Japanese people, and I'm, like, the only person there that's not Japanese.
Well, you know, the thing I don't understand is people, like, when you're in high school, like, when I was in high school, what everyone says is, you know, less video games, more studying, that way you'll be super smart. But look at Japanese people. They're, like, you know, they've got, you know, I think they completely beat Canada and America, like, by a mile in terms of how good they do at school.
Yeah.
And look at how much they play video games.
Yeah.
It's like the complete opposite of what they tell you to do in Canada.
I know, like, they got Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels.
Okay, what was
But,
that all about?
I mean, you don't get that awesome at playing video games without playing them a lot. So they obviously, they study a lot and they play video games. Like, how do they find time for that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we're at the hour mark. So is there ever a time you want to take a small little break or whatever and split the audio parts into parts or whatnot? Or
If you want to, whenever.
okay.